Welcome back. Now, still on party preparedness, campaign messaging and mobilization at the national stage. We are now joined in our Abuja studio by Dr. Chinedu Obi, the national chairman and National Rescue Movement. Also, we have Engineer Yabagi Yusuf Sani, is the national chairman of Action Democratic Party. Now, for grassroots mobilization in Mushin II, Lagos, the campaign dynamics reflects how national issues translate into constituency realities. Now, joining us in our Lagos studio is Ladi Ogunseye, is the ADC House of Representatives candidate, Mushin II. He joins me here in the studio. Gentlemen, it's great to have you. Thank you for your time. Let's get straight to it. Let me start with you, Dr. Obi. Dr. Obi, we are already, of course, in the campaign season. Electioneering and politicking is at top gear. But the question as to how prepared opposition is and how strategic they are comes to the fore. You are national chairman of National Rescue Movement. What is the plan?
The media have this narrative always looking at the opposition as always not prepared. But I'm here to disagree with you that the entire opposition political parties, with all the barriers to progress, with all the attempts of the ruling party to strangulate them through the 2026 Electoral Act, through other activities, there were efforts to even deregister some parties. Despite all those challenges, political parties have started the campaign through to the timetable of INEC, which they released, which has kicked off the campaign. All the opposition political parties are ready. If you listen in the last few days, you can see that politics is gradually becoming issue-based. Rather than the dancing, rather than the name-calling, you can now see there are engagements on core issues. The one burning now is the discussion around removal of subsidy. That shows you that campaigns are already taking shape. Political parties are releasing their timetables, their manifestos, releasing their campaign councils, and all the things that they need to do to let Nigerians know that they are ready. So what is now left is for Nigerians, the citizens who are the receiving end, to begin to interrogate the value proposition of all these political parties, to see what they bring to the table.
Dr. Obi,
the policy alternative that they bring to the table.
Dr. Obi, talking about subsidies, you just hit a nerve there, and I want a very direct answer from you. Do you think it should be returned, just like what His Excellency Atiku Abubakar is proposing?
To a very large extent, I agree with him. That is not to say that the idea of subsidy is entirely a bad one. All of us were unanimous at one point that there was need to do something with the subsidy, particularly because of the corruption in the system. If my party were in power, our strategy would have been to deal with the corruption around subsidy, because a government should at every point in time subsidize something. And energy is at the heart of any activity you need to find in any country. So I should think our energy should be subsidized. Now, at the time it was done, it was hurriedly done. Great idea, but not done with tact. Remember, His Excellency made that pronouncement on his first day at the swearing-in ground, when he has not even appointed ministers or economic team that will help him manage the shortcomings that came out of that policy pronouncement.
All right, Dr. Obi.
Me and my party, we think that, yes, the macro looks good based on the subsidy, but the macro is not good. So there needs to be a strategy, which means since we have refineries in the country now, since we are a country that have crude, can we now begin to think about subsidizing production so that the average Nigerian can feel this thing that these statistics that we hear around the macroeconomics?
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Obi. I'll come back to you, but let's go to Engineer Yusuf Sani. Engineer Yusuf, let's talk about still on strategy of the opposition. There are some people that are saying, look, opposition should, to stand a better chance, why not unite and, produce a single candidate, right, to face the current administration of the All Progressives Congress? What's your response to them? as a national chairman of the party?
Well, it's a very good proposition to encourage political parties in the opposition to come together in order to ensure that we give a very good fight and then dislodging the opposition, the party in government for the obvious reasons of failure in tackling the basic needs of the nationals, that is the citizens of this country. Where the citizens are facing the most horrible economic situation, horrible insecurity, where Nigerians are packed like sardines or like animals, really, and then thrown into the bush and then humiliated and then killed without any commensurable or even appreciable effort from the government to stop the insecurity. I'm talking about the banditry that is ravaging parts of the country, particularly the north. So when you come to the issue of electioneering or even politics itself in this country, democracy as it is in this country, you know, we have inadvertently boxed ourselves to a corner whereby it is not so much the merit, it's not so much the programs that the opposition presents to Nigerians that matter. What matters is whether the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Hausas, or the North or the South accepts a particular platform.
So you are saying that it's all about tribe and religion now.
Certainly it is, because look at even the composition, I mean the partition that you normally get is if you have a president that is from the South, the vice president must be from the North.
But is it really about the people or politicians who are, you know, are the ones who sort of pushed this, what I call it, idea into the minds of people, you know, in the name of being strategic?
Well, you could say so, but I believe that it is because of the very, very deep entrenchment of the sentiments, that is tribe, religion, and region, that is in our ways of doing things, not only politics as a matter of fact. So you find that this is carried into politics. And today, you may have a political party that has the best, you know, in terms of programs that will address the issues that Nigerians are battling with. But if you are not coming from the right quarters or the right, you know, you don't appeal to the right sentiments, you will just be more or less wasting your time. Because, for instance, if you have a political party today that has what you can call the best programs that will address these problems that we are battling with, but it's not from the area or the region that Nigerians are expecting the president to come from, you have a Herculean task, you know, to convince Nigerians to accept, you know, to vote for that candidate at the national level. And ditto, even at the subnational levels. If you don't pick your candidate from the particular zone that's supposed to govern the state, you'll just be wasting your time, because whatever you do, the state, you know, the people will say, no, it is the turn of these people. So until we can come up to a situation where merit matters in this country,
I mean, talking about
a Herculean tax for opposition parties, you know, to just because you have the right programs that will address the issues, that people will vote for you. Unfortunately, this is the situation we are in. It's not that one is happy we are in that situation. Another thing is this: you must not lose, you know, sight of, or don't forget the fact that we are running a constitutional democracy. What do I mean? The process is governed by law, you know, and then the process is also governed and regulated by some institutions. And unfortunately for us, these institutions are in the hands of the person who is also participating in the election, which is the president, as the case is today. I'm talking about INEC. I'm talking about police. I'm talking about other institutions that are supposed to supervise the process and even declare you as the winner.
So are you saying that as an opposition in this race, because of, I mean, the last analysis you gave, you infer that the institutions are controlled by the president. Are you saying you don't have confidence in the process already, or maybe even in the outcome?
No, it's not about me having confidence or not having confidence. The reality of the situation is that from what we have seen that has happened, up to this point in time, is that both the judiciary, the National Assembly, the INEC, as we mentioned, they are all in the hands of Mr. President because he appoints them. He promotes whoever he wants to promote in those institutions. He can fire, he can hire. So the issue now is that Nigerians must go back to drawing board.
All right.
And try to see how we can amend the grand norm, which is constitution, such that these institutions will not be at the beck and call of whoever is in the president or in power at that point in time.
All right, yes, thank you.
It's not that we don't have confidence, and it's not that we're not going to fight, this battle. We're going to fight it.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you some of the obstacles that are there, which are institutionalized.
All right, Engineer.
Number two.
All right, Engineer Sani, I'll come back to you. Please, I'll come back to you, Engineer Sani. But let's bring it to Lagos here, where, of course, my studio guest with me, Ladi Ogunseye, is the ADC House of Representatives candidate, Mushin Constituency 2. I mean, you've had everything that has been said so far. So you're a candidate in this race, right? My question to you is this. You're young to quite a number of Nigerians. Maybe you represent that young Nigerian or that youth in politics, so to speak. In 60 seconds, for you as a young person, as the journey been so far? And do you have anything to say as regards some of the things they've said around tribe, voting, being around tribe and religion? Are you experiencing such yourself?
To be fair, I would say that you can't wish it away. Sentiment is part of politics. Sentiment in terms of ways.
Did that play a role in your party, eventually picking you as its flag bearer?
No, it did not.
It did not. So what do you think stood you out?
For me, I think it's the work that I've done in terms of organization within the party over the past 1 year that I've been a member of the party. So I've had to organize people, organize myself, organize my team.
So you feel it was based on merit?
Yes, it is based on merit. I can say that confidently.
But have you had challenges?
Absolutely.
Like what?
I mean, even my age is a challenge. Because I'm young, it is a challenge.
Can you give a range of your age, please? Sorry.
I'm less than 35.
You are less than 35?
Yes.
Running for the position of?
Member House of Reps.
Member House of Reps?
Yes.
At federal level?
Yes.
How are you funding it?
Self-funded. I've said this before. Self-funding is self-funded. And then I have the gift of friends, people who believe in the cause, people who believe that we need young people, young, brilliant minds, young professionals in politics, in political power. And there's something that I believe in, and a couple of my friends also tell me all the time. If we keep saying that the best of us should stay out of politics, what we will find is that the worst of us will continually lead us. So, I mean, I have a network of friends, people, well-wishers who believe that the best of us need to get into politics. And as much as possible, they support here and there to ensure that the race keeps going.
Who's your godfather?
I don't have one.
You don't have a political godfather?
I don't have a political godfather. Is
really?
It quite interesting? Yes, it is.
All right. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, the show continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Of course, you're still watching Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, I still have my guest with me at this time. Dr. Chinedu Obi is the National Chairman of National Rescue Movement, and also known as NRM. Engineer Yabagi Yusuf Sani is the National Chairman, Action Democratic Party. Also joining from our Abuja studio, and with me here in Lagos is Ladi Ogunseye, is the ADC House of Representatives candidate, Mushin II. Gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. Now, Dr. Obi, I'm coming straight to you. And I'm going to ask a very direct question here. Many have described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a political maverick. They've said, look, he's the Jagaban of politics, undefeatable. When it comes to politics in the country, he's an encyclopedia. So my question is this. For those who are of that mindset that the APC in this general election and the president cannot be defeated. I'm going to put it to you directly. Do you think your party, or you as an opposition, do you think you stand a chance?
Why not? We are registered and also positioned ourselves to win this election.
How?
Let me correct. The test of the pudding is the eating. If you want to say someone is a strategist, a maverick, or whatever title that comes with, the deliverable would determine validity to that claim. So I'm not sure that APC is not beatable. If APC feels it's not beatable, I don't know why they want all the governors in the country. I don't know why they are making it.
But some will say that's also part of strategy.
That's not a good strategy in a democracy, even though in their thinking, they feel that it's about grab and run with it.
The president has said all is fair in politics.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It's a very wrong orientation in a democracy. Democracy is about the people. It's about selling ideas, not about running with ideas, selling ideas to the people and having those ideas accepted by the people. It's about fair play. It's about
so do you think the APC is a bankrupt of ideas?
Because I said the test of the pudding is in the eating. The last 4 years, or the last, if you like, starting from even the period of Buhari and these last 3 years, it's been the worst days of Nigeria in all ramification.
All right.
So, like I said, if we're going to judge it based on performance, you can see insecurity is at top-notch. Many parts of Nigeria today, you can't go there. Our economy is down. Everything, every indices about development you can't find in Nigeria. So APC, for me, is the easiest party to defeat.
Is the easiest party to defeat. I'm going to take it from there. Engineer Sani, do you think this is APC the easiest party to defeat? Can your party defeat the APC?
Well, to the extent that APC is in government, they have unhindered access to our resources. Opposition parties do not have. They have total control over all the institutions that are supposed to guarantee free, fair, and credible elections. Opposition don't have. They have everything that you can think about. You know, they have excessive use of the power of incumbency. The opposition doesn't have. So the issue is that this is not a fair context at all by our grand norm, by our constitution, by the way that Nigeria, you know, as far as elections is concerned, is structured today. So this has to be addressed. It's not, when we are contesting, when opposition, they're not contesting against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for God's sake. We are contesting against the institutions that are supposed to even give us free, fair in the elections. We are contesting against somebody who has unhindered resources, access to our resources. You know, the man can ask Central Bank, bring me billions of dollars. What he does with it, nobody knows. You know, and what do they do with it? They dish it out, you know, and then opposition cannot give anything near that. So the issue Nigeria must address is that, do we want to continue in this kind of roller coaster where we land this once get? Do we want to continue in this hardship that we are being subjected to? So the opposition parties today have the most intelligent, I'm telling you, candidates that you can think of.
The opposition party has the most intelligent candidate. So in one word, if the opposition party have intelligent candidates, in one word, sir, what do they lack?
What they lack is resources. What they lack is the power. I mean, the law.
And the level playing ground. And the level playing ground.
Yes.
And the level playing ground. I'm going to pick it up from there, gentlemen. Please hold on. I'm going to pick it and bring it down to Lagos. I mean, you are running on an opposition party in Lagos. The APC has been in power in Lagos for over 2 decades, right? And here you are saying you want to challenge the norm. Do you think you can win?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because I think one of the mistakes that opposition parties have made over the past years is that we believe being popular grants you electoral victory or electoral strength. You can be very popular and yet lose. And for me, I believe that the key strength, the key secret is in organization. And for us, in our party in Lagos, we are making sure that we're organizing ourselves strongly against the APC. I mean, look at the last elections, 2023. It showed very much so that this state, Lagos State, is open to winning. is open to be won by any party that organizes itself. And if federal rep candidates could win, opposition reps candidates could win in many local governments in 2023, even as far back as 2015, it shows that it's possible that you can win. You just need to organize yourself. And for me, that's the confidence that I approach this with, that if I organize the campaign strongly, very closely knitted, and purposefully, definitely I can win the election.
All right. I'd like to say a big thank you to, of course, my gentlemen this evening for being my guest. Dr. Chinedu Obi, the National Chairman and National Rescue Movement. Engineer Yabagi Yusuf Sani is the National Chairman of the Action Democratic Party. And also many thanks to you, to Ladi Ogunseye, ADC House of Representatives candidate Mushin II. Gentlemen, it's been great having you at this time. Once again, thank you for your time.